I'm Eddie Hearn, sports promoter and men's health columnist. Recently lost 2 stone, and this is how I built my body. So I'm always on the go, never know when I can get the workout in. So I've always done a lot of running, and recently, last few months, I've started lifting more weights, working with a strength and conditioning trainer as well. I don't work specific sets and parts because I just never know when I'm going to get my workouts in. So I do a lot of supersets across every part of my body in every session. So for me, press ups always the best all-round workout you can do. Obviously, do them anywhere you are, wherever you are in the world. But in this superset, just getting the form right, 15 to 20 per set, keeping nice and still, core in, and trying to have solid form. So now we're going to go from just simple press ups into dumbbell curl supersets. So my arms have always been quite pathetic. So this is coming off the back of the press ups, alternate curls. Normally 20, 10 on each arm, fairly light. Obviously I didn't have any heavier weights, so I had to use these ones. So alternate bicep curls, for me, my arms always been probably my weakest part of my physique. Really trying to build them lately, and this is all about the form, not too heavy on the weights. 16 or 20 in total, 8 or 10 on each arm. Just again, really good form, bring the bicep up. So where I lost a lot of weight, it was actually Dillian White that told me I needed to start lifting weights because I was starting to look on the puny side. So this one, trying to build the upper body, specifically shoulders, shoulder press into raises as well, another superset on this. Okay, so these twisted shoulder press from the middle of the bench. I like doing these because I've always had small arms, puny shoulders, just nice and light, controlled, trying to build a bit of size. So for me, when I lost a lot of weight, my shoulders were something I really wanted to work on. So seated shoulder presses, middle of the bench, under your chin, turn the wrists up. Decent weight on these, 12 to 15 reps. Okay, then to finish off the shoulder set, shoulder front raises, front of the bench, a little bit embarrassing because we have to use some lighter ones for these. So whenever I'm in the gym and the big boys are throwing the big things about, I've got to stick to these. But nice and disciplined, slowly down. Lighter weights, front of the bench, just nice and controlled. Just round off the shape of those shoulders and just burn them out after the presses. So always traveling, always flying, never know how much time I've got for the workout. So these workouts across the supersets, working everything really work well for me. This time, back and triceps. Back is actually one of the few things that I'm actually pretty good at, I say. And then moving into the triceps after, and everything that we've done, just making sure that I can work as many muscles as possible in the workout. So if I only can get 2 in a week, it is what it is. If I can get 5 or 6 in, I'm flying. So again, for me, rather than working on specific body parts, trying to do an all-round workout when I can get time in the gym. Back and lats always important. So here, seated rows on a great machine, 12 to 15 reps, nice and heavy if you can, making sure you keep the form. So from the back into triceps, one thing I've always really struggled in was getting size in my arms. So been working hard on that with stuff like bicep curls that you saw earlier, but not neglecting the triceps into tricep press downs. So on these, just try and really control the eccentric, keep the tempo good, build muscle, nice and slow, everything tight. Again, for me, trying to make sure that my arms have some shape, not just the biceps, but making sure I work the triceps as well. Making sure that the tempo's good, nice and smooth, good form, and trying to finish off an all-round body workout. So for me, fitness started with running. been running for years and years and years, run marathons, and it's always been the one thing that helps me, obviously from a fitness point of view, but also from a mental point of view as well. Always try and bank at least 2, hopefully 3 or 4 runs per week. So now bringing in weights and strength into my exercise regime, always go back to the running. Try and run outside as much as I can, but if not, we're on the treadmill, making sure that we just clear the head, clear the lungs, and keep that cardiac fitness up. I always thought that running was the only way to get fit and get into shape. Obviously, as we've learnt now, weight's probably even more important to not just your well-being, your fitness, but certainly your body shape as well. But always try and get the runs in. Somewhere between 2 to 4 runs a week, anywhere between 5 and 10K as well. Obviously great for my fitness, great for my heart, but also great for my well-being, physical and mental as well. Always lets me clear my head and sets me up for the day, or if I've had a tough day, long day of traveling, try and get that run in before bedtime. But a big part of my regime is making sure we lock in 2 to 4 runs a week. So, this is Eddie Hearn for Men's Health, and that is how I built my body.